Hi, my name is Dallas Connolly, and it is November 29th, 2017, and this is me pre-tea. Hey, this is Dallas Connolly, and this is my voice 1 month on tea. Hey, this is Dallas Connolly, and this is my voice 2 months on testosterone. Hey, this is Dallas Connolly, and this is my voice 3 months on testosterone. Hey, this is Dallas Connolly, and this is my voice 4 months on testosterone. Hey, this is Dallas Connolly, and this is my voice 5 months on testosterone. Hey, this is Dallas Connolly, and this is my voice 6 months on testosterone. Hey, this is Dallas Connolly, and this is my voice 7 months on testosterone. Hey, this is Dallas Connolly, and this is my voice 8 months on testosterone. Hey, this is Dallas Connolly, and this is my voice 9 months on testosterone. Hey, this is Dallas Connolly, and this is my voice 10 months on testosterone. Hey, this is Dallas Connolly, and this is my voice 11 months on testosterone. Hey, this is Dallas Connolly, and this is my voice 1 year on testosterone. Hey, this is Dallas Connolly, and this is my voice 1.5 years on testosterone.
Hey, this is Dallas Connolly, and this is my voice 2 years on testosterone. Hey, this is Dallas Connolly, and this is my voice 3 years on testosterone. Hey, this is Dallas Connolly, and this is my voice 5 years on testosterone. Oh my god, this is a milestone day. It was exactly 5 years ago today that I took my very first shot of testosterone. I cannot believe it. It's gone by fast but slow at the same time. So, I don't think my voice has changed since my last update, which was my 3 years. I never did a 4-year one. Actually, I did film one, but I decided not to post it. But yeah, like, I don't think my voice has really changed. I do pass more, though, over the phone as a male, which is great. Big thumbs up for that. I don't pass all the time as a male on the phone, but I'm trying. Sometimes I'll, like, purposely lower my voice even deeper to try to pass on the phone. But yeah, it's been awesome these 5 years. So much has changed. So I'm gonna go over everything that's changed, like from the beginning to now. Um, so yeah, just kind of like an informational video for other trans people out there, and also just like a diary for myself too to look back on. So that's kind of why I shoot these videos for myself and for other trans people and for my friends to look at too if they're interested. So yeah, starting with the changes I've had since beginning to now. Obviously, a big change, which I already talked about, is my voice. My voice has deepened quite a bit from where it used to be. My voice used to be quite high. Although it would be kind of, I've always been very dysphoric about my voice. I've hated it my whole life. Um, it's still not the greatest to me. It still annoys me, but at least it's deeper, so I'll take that. But yeah, my voice deepening was like probably one of the very first side effects of testosterone. Started deep within the first like couple weeks. I could already feel it in my throat changing. Um, so yeah, that's been amazing. And it probably stopped deepening around year 3. I had a really big decrease between 1.5 years to 2.5 years, I had quite a significant drop. Um, and I attribute that to my dose being almost doubled around that time period. So I think that's why it dropped so significantly in that time slot. But yeah, I it's not gonna get any more deeper. Um, but I feel like it's like settling out. Like I think the tone is like I don't think I'm as cracky or as groany as I was before. I saw a vocal therapist very early in my transition, and she said I had a lot of vocal fry, and I think I still do, but it was very noticeable in like my first 3 years of transitioning. I think it's gotten a lot better now, my vocal fry. So, um, yeah, I don't really know, but I do think like the tone of my voice has settled a lot more in the last since my last update at year 3. But other than that, I don't think it's getting lower, and it probably won't get any lower. Like I said, I wish it would, but it won't. But whatever. Probably won't anyway. Who knows? I can't predict the future. Sometimes trans guys, after year 5 of T, their voice will get deeper. So I don't know, but I haven't really noticed a significant change since year 3 on my voice. Moving on, I'll just start with the head down, I guess, with body changes. So I am losing my hair at a significant pace, which I have talked about in the past. So yeah, basically, I knew this was gonna happen. The men and that in my family go bald, so I knew this was gonna happen. So this is why hats are my best friend, and I have a big hat collection. So I pretty much buzz cut my hair or completely shave it bald now because there's barely any hair there. What is there? It's super thin, super sparse. That's on the top of my head. Even on the sides of my head, my hair is super thin and sparse. It's just thin everywhere. So, yeah, it is what it is. I'm used to having a bald head now, basically. Like, I will just shave it bald. I've shaved it my head completely bald like numerous times already, so I'm used to the way I look bald. Would I prefer a full head of hair like I used to, where I got to dye it a bunch of cool colors and could mohawk it? Yeah. But hey, taking testosterone, I knew that that was very likely to go bald, and I did. Do I regret taking testosterone? No. uh, my mom definitely thought she got to use that as a weapon against me at the beginning when she didn't want me to transition. She's like, "Oh, you'll go bald," and I'm like, "Well, is what it is. If I get desperate enough and I really want hair, I'll wear a toupee like my dad used to do." But yeah, so it is what it is right now. Whatever. I knew it was gonna happen, so it's not like I took it and it fell out and I didn't know or I wasn't prepared. So it's just a risk you take. Um, Besides other hair, besides the hair on my head, my facial hair is growing more and more every single year. So I just shaved it like a few days ago, and so it's pretty short right now compared to my year 3 video. I had it fairly long, but yeah, I'm getting more and more hair. The one thing that my beard or facial hair that I don't really have a whole lot of is my mustache. Now, it's December 1st, and I did Movember, and literally, this is all I have. Yeah. And this is the most I've ever grown it out. Like, this is the most visible it's ever been. And I got a little bit here. But yeah, like, I have a lot. I can fully grow it all the way around. That's never been a problem. I have like kind of like a little bit of a it's not fully bald, but it's thinner right here, and it really, really annoys me, and I hope it fills in more. But yeah. And I think my eyebrows are a bit thicker than they used to be. Not by like a lot though. But whatever, I don't really care for super bushy eyebrows anyway, so I'm kind of happy that they haven't really gotten like wild or anything. But yeah, and moving on to from the face, my nose has definitely gotten bigger, which is a known side effect of testosterone. It will make your nose bigger. I already had a big nose to begin with, and now it's even bigger, but that's okay. I don't think it's like horrible or anything. Um, most guys on testosterone, their face structure will change. Like they'll get like a more square face and jaw. But I've always been heavy. I was heavy when I started T 5 years ago. I'm still heavy. I can't see any facial structure, right? My face is like just this big round blob. So yeah. So yeah, definitely haven't noticed any change for my face shape. Um, but that's just because I'm heavy. If I wasn't heavy, I probably would have a different face shape. Um, moving on, I guess, from my face, because I don't think there's anything else to talk about there. For my body, um, well, I guess I should start with my neck too. My neck is definitely wider. Like I have a fat neck, like I've always had a fat neck. But like your neck will actually get wider when you're on testosterone because men have thicker necks than women usually. And I'm pretty sure my shoulders too have definitely broadened out. Which is definitely also a side effect of testosterone. My chest, so I had top surgery in, I'm trying to remember, yeah, it was January 17th of 2019 was my first top surgery, and then I had a revision about a year and a half afterwards. And I still have to go for one more revision to tidy up a couple of things. That hasn't been scheduled yet, but I'm hoping to get that next year, hopefully. I actually have an appointment to meet my surgeon again next week, so hopefully I'll get on that cancellation list and get it hopefully pretty soon. Um, but yeah, um, so I'll just show my chest, just lift my shirt up briefly. So this is my chest. See, look at all the armpit hair. I always had hairy armpits though. Just now I don't bother ever shaving them. And these are my scars. So when I had my revision, this had to be opened, and the scar had to go further back to get more of this tissue out, which is what I still need the revision on. See, if I lower my armpits, see this? This is called a dog ear. So what he has to do, my surgeon, is just extend the scar back another about inch and take this tissue out. Where on this side of my body, when I put my thing down, my arm down, it doesn't really bulge out, which is the way I want it. And so the scars are pretty good. I did use a lot of Cecoplast and bio oil to reduce the scars. It really seemed to do a good number. Um, I do have some chest hair too. As you can see, it's not a lot. I don't really care for chest hair too much. Like, it's okay. I don't really want to be super hairy. But, yeah. But speaking of hair, I have quite a bit of belly hair. I'm not going to show you my belly because I'm really fat and subconscious. But, uh, self-conscious, I should say. But, I have somewhat a bit of belly hair. I have a lot of arm hair. My arm hair definitely continues to increase by the year. And unfortunately, my back hair tends to increase by the year. It started out with just a little bit, and now it's just like a full-fledged forest. Speaking of unwanted body hair, but has hair as well, which I told you guys on the last update too. I think it's increased slightly, but it's not. It's not a forest, thankfully. um, I have a lot of leg hair, all the way like from my upper thighs down. Uh, like before testosterone, I always had a lot of leg hair from my knee down, but now it's like from my upper thigh down since I've been on T. My feet have more hair on it. I used to have hair on my feet before testosterone, but now I have like much more hair. I'm okay with that. I don't care. But and talking about the land down under hair, that actually has thinned out since taking T. I don't really know if that's from the testosterone though, or if that's just some kind of other occurrence or issue or condition or something, but it's thinned out a lot. Which, to be honest, I'm kind of happy about. As long as I don't have some bad condition or something, I'm cool with it being less. Also, speaking about the land down under, my period stopped as soon as I started taking testosterone, pretty much. After I had it within my first month of testosterone, and then after month one, never had it again. Which is like one of the best things that's ever happened to me because if if you knew me before then, I literally had my period 24/7 pretty much from the year 2006 until I started testosterone December 1st of 2017. Like it I had it about 85% of the time I had my period. It was fucked up. Doctors still don't know why. Nothing helped. I mean, I shouldn't say nothing helped. I eventually went on a special form of birth control that helped a bit, but it still didn't fix the problem fully. So I'm just so happy that I don't have to deal with periods. I had a hysterectomy in 2019 as well, a few months after I had top surgery. So I can never have a period. Which I am so thrilled about. Um, and like the hysterectomy went pretty smooth. Recovery was way easier than it was for top surgery. I'm just happy that I had that surgery. I never wanted children either, so it was fine for me. If you're a trans man and you want children, biological children in the future, you can go through a procedure to freeze your eggs. It costs quite a bit of money, but it is possible, and I know some trans guys who have done that. So it is a possibility if you do want biological children. Um, Also, a heads up, just because you're a trans man and you're taking testosterone, you could still get pregnant if you don't use birth control. That's still a possibility. So just a heads up out there if you think that taking T is like your only form of birth control. It's not. You can still get pregnant. Um, Also, too, about this will be the last time I talk about anything from the land down under, I guess you could say. But my bottom growth probably stopped after 2 years. If you don't know what bottom growth is, basically your female sensitive part that's analogous to the penis, let's just say that, grows. It gets bigger and girthier and longer and looks kind of like a miniature dick. Yeah, so I loved that side effect of testosterone. That's also like one of the very first things that changes when you take T. So, yeah, so it started growing like pretty much immediately from taking testosterone and then probably stopped around, I'd say, year two. Um, but yeah, let's just say too, like when you start T, most people get like a increased sex drive. Definitely was the case for me. And let's just say that having bottom growth there was really awesome with an increased sex drive, and I will leave it at that. But it's definitely been a plus of T for me, for sure. Um, in terms of lower surgery too, or genital surgery, I would love to have it in the future. I'm not really currently on a waiting list or anything for it. Because I still haven't made my mind up about what type I want, metoidioplasty or phalloplasty. In a perfect world, I'd want phallo, because I want one that's the size of a regular cis man's penis, but there are just so many complications and steps, and I have to go outside of the province or potentially country to get it done. And it's like, this is a very big ordeal to undertake, and I just don't know if I'm really willing and to do that at this point, or potentially ever. I don't know. I really want to, but it's just there's just a lot of risk, so I haven't made my mind up yet, and I don't really want to do it until I'm certain that's what I want. Um, but yeah, so uh, moving on for I think I pretty much covered all the body changes for the most part. I guess some like little odds and ends that I'll mention here is like on testosterone, your uh, fat distribution changes. So um, it moves from a typical more female fat distribution of where you usually carry your weight in your chest. Well, I don't have a chest anymore, so but you'll usually carry weight in your chest and your thighs and your hips and your butt. But for men, it goes to the gut. So my gut is like super big. So it's pretty much my face is fat and my stomach is fat. And the weight that I used to carry in my butt and my thighs has migrated to my stomach now. And my thighs and my butt are a lot smaller now. And I guess some other changes too to talk about is your skin becomes rougher. You get hot really easily. Like you sweat a lot. I used to always be cold before, and now I'm just almost always hot. It's the complete opposite. And your hunger definitely increases. Like that was like one of the first changes too I had was I got hungry all the time. I eat way more. It's bad because I'm already heavy and overweight, and it's an issue I've been dealing with since day one of being on testosterone. Um, so yeah, it's definitely an issue that I am currently challenged with. Just being hungry constantly. It's crazy. Um, so yeah, so there's that. Constantly hungry. I guess another common side effect, although I didn't really experience this, is like a lot of guys that take testosterone like will find that they can't cry anymore and that they're quicker to anger. I didn't find that for me. I still cry. I don't feel like I'm a lot angrier, really. Maybe like slightly. I would say a little bit, like, especially in the beginning, you are pretty moody, like, especially the first year or two, because you are going through a second puberty. And, like, let's just face it, you're moody. Your hormones are all fluctuating and changing. And yeah, so you could get agitated easier and quicker to anger, I'd say. But other than that, like, I don't think that really affected me too much. In terms of other like mental changes and stuff, like I feel like my depression and anxiety definitely helped, like definitely improved once I transitioned for sure. A lot of trans people who transition say that their self-confidence and like uh self-esteem and stuff like increased a lot. I say that wouldn't really be the case for me though. I've always had low self-esteem and low confidence, and I still do. Like I don't think that's really a transition related thing for me. That's just the way I've always been and always will be. Unfortunately. So that really hasn't changed, but like I would say like my gender dysphoria has definitely improved, especially having the histo and having my chest removed. Like especially my chest, I would say helped a lot with social dysphoria because like in my early parts of my transition before I had top surgery, like I had my name changed and I was taking testosterone, but I hadn't had top surgery yet. I would like not pass in public because of that, because my chest was huge, and I wouldn't mind because I didn't want the pain, and B, frankly, it wouldn't have made a difference. It was too big to bind. So I didn't pass. So having the top surgery was massive because I would pass. And then the histo, like, was like a big thing for me too, even though you can't see, other people couldn't see that. I had a lot of, like, period problems and ovary problems, and I would get chronic pain. So like once that was removed, like majority of the pain I would feel that in that area disappeared. So I was so happy to get the hysterectomy out of the like done. So and a big part too that testosterone's helped me with is my voice too. Like having that high pitched voice, it was so hard for me to pass. So when testosterone deepened my voice to the point it is now, that definitely helped with my dysphoria. So testosterone has definitely helped me. I don't regret transitioning at all. It's been great. Uh, I am so much happier now with the way I am compared to what I was dealing with before. So yeah, like I'm just so grateful that I was able to transition. To be honest, I never thought that I would transition. I thought I would be in the closet my entire life, being a horribly unhappy woman. I'm just so happy that I found a community that, supported me and friends that supported me, and like gave me the courage to come out and transition. It's awesome. Like we live in a scary world where trans people in particular are really not accepted by general society, and even the people that say that they accept us, a lot of them don't really get us. Like we're very, very misunderstood by general society, so it's tough. It's tough. It's hard to be trans in today's society, or pretty much any society these days, I would say. But we're hanging in there. I'm hanging in there. Um, so yeah, we're just gotta keep gotta keep fighting for our rights, especially in countries where being LGBTQ is illegal, and even in the USA where it's technically legal, but in the Republican states, you pretty much it's horrible to be trans there right now. It's I couldn't imagine living there. I live in Canada, so things are a lot better in Canada, but we still have a lot of people here that hate trans people. So hopefully things just keep improving though, and we could get through all this crap together. So hoping this video helps out some trans people, and hoping my friends that watch this video are a little bit more informed about trans people and transitioning and my experiences. And yeah, it's cool for me too to just like look back on these videos. So um hopefully in this video I'll include a progression if I could figure out and find those old clips. I will insert them into this video at the end or beginning, not sure. But anyway, peace out for now.